What if I told you that there was a way for you to make money by sharing your knowledge with the world without having to wait until you have enough subscribers, followers, watch hours, etc. And you don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create a passive income stream by creating online courses on platforms such as Udemy. And spoiler alert, it's not even that hard.
That's what she said.
So let's jump into it. So many of you guys have probably found me through my Udemy courses back in the day. As you may know, I have been making money from Udemy for actually the past 3 years now. And yes, the very first course that I uploaded on Udemy 3 years ago is still making me money till this day. And so I can tell you from my personal experience that yes, you can make money from Udemy. So let me show you how it's done in this step-by-step tutorial. Step number 1, pick a profitable course topic. So needless to say, picking the right course topic is very important and can have a huge influence on your future success. So ideally, you want to pick a course topic that is in demand, not oversaturated, matches your expertise, and has a good income potential. So luckily, Udemy has a built-in tool called Marketplace Insights that can help you to find information on things like different topics you can consider, what is like the median/highest income that you can expect from this course, as well as some of the most popular courses in the same niche, so you can do a little bit of research and comparison. And I know when it comes to creating a course and especially picking a course topic, I know you might be wondering like, but I'm not really an expert in any area. I don't know if anybody wants to listen to me. I don't know if I have enough knowledge to really teach people. Well, let me tell you something. There is a demand for all kinds of things at all types of levels. So even if you'd say you're not like an expert in Canva or Adobe Premiere Pro or Excel or something like that, but you know the basics, there are still people out there who are looking for basic knowledge or basic steps. That's why Udemy also has different levels, starting from beginner to expert, that you can put on your course so that people pick a course that is suitable for their level of expertise. So once again, even if you just know the basics, there are people who are looking to learn the basics. Step number 2, let's plan and outline your course. So once you pick your course topic, let's start creating a rough outline. So in terms of the structure of your course, you want to break your course down into several sections, starting with the introductory module. So this is the part where you can tell your future students more about yourself, about the course, what are some of the skills that they're going to learn by the end of that course. And you also want to include some sort of a hook to get your students excited. So once you complete your introduction, you want to jump onto the core modules / the main video lessons. So Udemy recommends that you keep your video lessons between 5 to 10 minutes to keep your students engaged. So next, you want to include some practical applications such as quizzes, projects, worksheets, something to allow the student to practice their skills and apply them instead of just listening to video lessons. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to hit that like button to support this small channel, and also follow me on Instagram because I would love to be friends. Now, once you're done with that, that's when you can move on to the wrap up. So you can end your course with some of the key takeaways and summaries, as well as actionable next steps. So let's move on to step number 3, which is the most fun part, and that's where we can actually start recording and producing your course. So before we jump on to the actual production process, let's talk about some of the key requirements / the Udemy's course checklist that you should be aware of. So Udemy's course quality checklist says that your course should be at least 30 minutes of video content, at least 5 separate lectures. It needs to include some valuable educational content, and you want to make sure that all of your lessons have HD video quality. All right, let's talk about the recording process. So I know in my previous Udemy video, I mentioned that my very first course took me like weeks to produce. And obviously part of it was because at the time I was still working full-time at Amazon and only had like very limited time in the mornings and evenings to work on my course. But I feel like a really big part of it was also not having the right tools at the time. So that was the pre-AI era. I know I sound very old right now, but obviously if you're looking to start your course today, you're super lucky because there are so many different tools available on the market these days that will make this whole process so much easier for you. So the tool that I recently discovered is called Demo Creator by Wondershare, and it's definitely the tool that I wish I had back in the day because it would have saved me so much time. So pretty much if you've never heard of Demo Creator before, it is most known as a screen recording and video editing software designed specifically for creating educational tutorials, product demos, presentations, and gameplay recordings. It also has a lot of great features that will help you to make like reaction videos if that's something that you're into as well. So pretty much what I like about this tool is that it allows you to very easily record your screen and do a voiceover at the same time. time instead of having to do two separate things and then connect them in the editing process. So this part will make it super easy for you to do things like voiceovers if you're using like slides, or especially if you're making one of those courses where you have to do a lot of visuals and demos. Like for example, I know if you're doing like editing courses or design courses and things like that. Now, one of the features that I really like about demo creators that they have so many different AI beauty filters, because if you are a female like me, you'll know that a lot of us can be so in our head about the way that we look, and especially if the lighting is not right or you having like a bad like hair or face day, it can really ruin your mood. I know a lot of times I don't feel like filming on the days when I don't feel like I look good enough. So this is something that can really solve a lot of those problems. So once you record the whole process, the part that I feel like I like the most about demo creators is that it has a built-in editor, because if you have edited videos before, especially if you had to use different platforms, you know that sometimes just like the whole process of like exporting footage and uploading it somewhere else can take so much time and effort. So I like the demo creator who literally has everything already built in. All right guys, so let me show you how you can record and fully produce your course using demo creator. So obviously we're going to start with launching your Wondershare demo creator on your computer. I do believe they have a web version, but we all know the desktop one is going to be a little bit faster. So they do have a pretty friendly interface. It's pretty intuitive. So obviously we're going to click on new recording to set up the recording environment. Now, just like with any app that it requires access to your microphone and camera, you are going to have to play around with some of the privacy settings to give demo creator access to your camera, microphone, and screen recording. And in terms of like the audio and camera settings, so with the audio, just make sure that you are selecting the correct audio input. So for example, you know, I have multiple options such as the built-in MacBook speakers or my AirPods or my Blue Yeti microphone, which is the microphone that I use for most of the recordings, and it has much higher quality audio than the rest of the options here. And then in terms of the webcam, I know some people love having kind of like the little video of themselves as they're talking somewhere like at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen. So the visual that I'm going to be using today is the presentation from the actual course that I'm currently working on, which is Networking for Career Changers. I created this presentation inside of Canva because they have awesome templates, and pretty much all I need to do right now is to record my voiceover and explain everything for my video lessons. Now let's talk about some of the other really cool tools that you can use to kind of make your course a little bit more engaging. So for example, Demo Creator has screen drawing tools for interactive presentations. So where you want to get started is you want to make sure that you are activating the drawing tool. So once you're in the recording mode, you can find the drawing tools toolbar on the side, and you can see there's a variety of different tools, and these tools are perfect for emphasizing certain sections of your screen. You can draw directly on your charts, diagrams, or you can also highlight part of the text. So these tools are perfect for emphasizing certain sections of your screen. So for example, if I wanted to like highlight the definition of networking, I can do it right here. So yeah, you can highlight and do everything right on the screen. Now, some of the other functions that you can use is like cursor, text, and shape tools. So you can adjust your cursor for emphasis, add text annotations to clarify any points, and you can also use shapes like circles and arrows to point out important details. So I personally think these tools can be very valuable because, you know, we all know if we've gone through school that sometimes certain like lectures and lessons can get a little bit boring and it's hard to pay attention. So things like that can make your lessons a little bit more interactive and engaging. Now, one of the functions that I personally really like is the AI teleprompter. I honestly had never really used a teleprompter, maybe until this year when I tried it for the first time, and I realized it's actually super helpful because I personally like always struggle with speaking in front of the camera, even, you know, after 4 years on YouTube. So in order to activate the teleprompter, you can go to the demo creator's recording setup and enable the AI teleprompter. And then once it is enabled, you can paste your script into the teleprompter panel. And obviously you can adjust the speed and the size of the teleprompter. So the teleprompter will display in a transparent on-screen format, so you can maintain your eye contact while delivering your script. And obviously it's not going to show up on your actual presentation. So yeah, that is another pretty convenient feature. So the next thing that I really like, and it will make things a little bit easier and reduce the amount of work that you have to do in post-production, which is the Smart Zoom function. The Smart Zoom allows you to automatically highlight the active areas of the screen to guide the viewer's attention and make your presentation more engaging. So in order to activate this feature, go into the recording settings and enable Smart Zoom. Now during your presentation, Demo Creator will automatically detect movement and zoom in on the active parts of the screen. And then after the recording, you can go to Editor and see all of the zoom adjustments and make any tweaks if you need to. So the next visual feature is the cursor effect, which is another tool that can help highlight certain areas of your screen and make the movement more visible. To activate this feature, launch Demo Creator, then choose the screen mode and set up the desired recording area. You can then click on the setting icon and enable the fast merge option. Then let's press the record button. You can use the toolbar at the top of the screen for various highlighting options. Make sure to enable the highlight cursor effect to keep your mouse cursor visible. You can also use the pen or highlighter tool for markings on the screen. Now, another helpful thing about Demo Creator is that it has a built-in editor that includes all the typical video and audio editing tools. And the editing feature that I like is the AI denoise, because we all know how important audio is. People will sit through a poor quality video, but nobody's going to listen to poor quality audio, especially when it comes to educational videos. If you want to test this feature, in the post-editing panel, go to Audio Effects and select AI Denoise. You can adjust the intensity until you get the audio that you want. Lastly, there's also an automatic subtitle generator, which can make your course more accessible to people in other countries, especially if you want to market your course internationally. So once you are done with creating your video lesson, you can go ahead and export your course video. So make sure that you're doing all the final edits, reviewing the recording, the audio, the effects, everything like that. So in terms of the export settings, you can choose high quality settings to meet the course platform standards, which is usually 1080p, and then go ahead and export your final video, and now it is ready to be uploaded to Udemy or any other course platform that you're currently working with. All right, now that we have recorded and edited your course, let's move on to step number 4, which is pricing your course. So this is where you really need to understand both Udemy's business model as well as the pricing model. So unlike platforms like, let's say, Skillshare, Udemy charges students a flat fee per course. So by paying that fee, the student gets lifetime access to that one specific course that they purchased. And technically, Udemy allows you to set your own price. However, let me tell you, it honestly doesn't really matter what price you set, because the way that Udemy operates and what it's most known for is that they very frequently run all these crazy sales to where even if you set your course at like $200, it could potentially be sold for like $9.99, which is probably one of the things that most course creators complain the most about on Udemy. However, you do need to remember that Udemy is a course marketplace, and when you join the platform, you're given access to a huge audience and a potential customer base. So even though access to all of your potential students comes at its cost, I still think Udemy is a perfect place for beginners, especially if you don't have a huge audience yet. So now in terms of your earnings, here's what you want to know. There are going to be different sales channels that are going to affect how much money you make per each sale. So the very first thing you want to know is organic sales, which is pretty much when a student goes on a Udemy platform and they organically find your course through like, I don't know, like search or suggestions or things like that. In that case, you will get 50% and then Udemy will get 50%. Now there's also instructor promotion, which is where, you know, let's say like you promoted your own course on your own social media or to your friends and family or your email list or something like that. If the student finds the course through your specific instructor link, you will get 97% of the sales price, which, you know, is also something that should incentivize you to also promote the course yourself. And then lastly, there's an affiliate sale, which is pretty much if, let's say, like there's an affiliate who wants to promote your course and they do make a sale, that's when you get the least amount of money, which is 25%, because you will have to split that with the affiliate plus Udemy. So needless to say, Udemy is definitely something that is going to be like quantity over, I don't know, high sale price or something like that. Once again, I think this is a great place for beginners. All right, step number 5, optimize. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to optimize your course for Udemy search algorithm. As you probably already figured out, Udemy in itself is a really big search engine with so many different courses and topics. And just like with any other search engines, you want to use the right keywords. You want to follow some of the best SEO practices to make sure sure that your course gets discovered as much as possible. All right, now that all of that is done, it's time to launch and start promoting your course. Once you pass all the requirements and officially published your course, that's when you want to start promoting it. Like, obviously, it's nice to have Udemy to help you promote your course and have your course get discovered organically on the platform, but you still want to make sure that you yourself also promoting your course on, things like your own personal social media, your email list, your blog, your website, your YouTube channel if you have one. And you want to make sure that you are collecting as many reviews as possible, because we all know that reviews do matter in somebody's purchase decision. So try to drive as many reviews and promote your course as much as possible. There are quite a few videos out there that will teach you different ways on how you can promote your course. So once you get to that point, make sure to check out those videos on YouTube. Once again, make sure to check out Demo Creator. I personally have tried a lot of products from Wondershare and I always had really positive experience. So if you're interested in testing out Demo Creator, make sure to use my link down below and let me know how your Udemy course creation journey goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button because it really helps me to grow here on YouTube and continue making free content for you guys. And if you enjoy videos about side hustles, passive income, and different ways that you can make money online, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, I want you to check out this video where I showed you how I ended up repurposing the same Udemy course and posting it on some of the other online course marketplaces and how I was able to triple my income with the same course. So make sure to check it out and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!